Okay, so the only way I can do any video updates on this is to try to figure out how to edit videos. So I'm going to try to do a little 1 minute or less video clip of kind of each stage of this. Right now, the head's over there. These have, several coats of white on it. I've went through 6 cans, mainly because I would do a layer and then I'd find a couple little more spots that I wanted to touch up, do another layer, touch up a couple more spots. So a lot of it's been sanded off at this point. But this is the final coat of white that's staying on there. The neck has already been primered. It's already in a matte black or satin black. So that's already done. So next thing I'm about to do now is, this has been drying for about 3 or 4 days now, much longer than it needs to. So this is ready for the first stencil. I got Buddy coming over here in a couple minutes. He's gonna help me. I'm kind of prepping things up. I do have to stand it up on the back to do the coin door, because what you're supposed to do is lay the graphics down, kind of let gravity do the work. So I went ahead and I just put on, I have new feet for the head and the base, so I went ahead and put the ones on the cabinet back there. But besides that, I've been saying I thought black was the first stencil. Actually, the pink magenta color is the first stencil. So hopefully, if this all works well, here in a couple seconds, you'll see it with the stencil on. Okay, so this is now with the stencils on there. They are obviously hard to see. There you go. You kind of see them a little bit there. Just need to touch up a couple little spots, just double check everything. Obviously, like over here, the white is supposed to overlap, so I'm just kind of making sure those 2 seams are good. Just kind of stuff like that. There's a couple, that's where whenever I put the next stencil on, it leaves a little tick mark, so I have to line up the next stencil with that. But we're all taped up, ready to go. So here in a couple seconds, it'll be magenta, kind of a darker, slightly darker than factory pink, but of course most of these you've seen by now are all bright faded bubblegum. So, but there you go. We're all set to finally start laying some color. Okay, so it looks pretty bright in the phone, but this is Rust-Oleum magenta. So I've seen a couple other people, that one back there looks about the right color. But so right now we're doing that little grace period a little bit where you just gotta wait until it's dry enough you can pull the decals off. But there you go. Okay, we're back again. Magenta is done. I'm gonna give this, I don't know what, 99% perfect, or like whatever you want to call it. And when I mean 99%, I'm gonna show you that right there. I got a little bit of fogging, so but I can just touch that up with a little bit of white here in a couple days. Besides that, nothing over here. This came out good. On the head, this side's good. That's just painter's tape. Not worried about that. That side's good. And here's my other extremely nitpicky spot. If I get down here, where was it? Right there towards the end. It was one of the last things, so it was a little dry. So I'll need to clean up that edge. So that edge and over there on the key. But besides that, everything is now magenta. It is good. Very happy with the color of this, how it came out. Right now, I would say that's darker than what it is in person. Comparing my phone to the actual cabinet, that looks darker. So I also don't have the best light in here. That's pretty close. That's getting some more of the sunlight. So that actually looks correct. But there you go. That's this week's update. So during the week, it'll dry. Obviously, I'm not going to touch it till next weekend again. I'll come out in a couple days, or like tomorrow maybe, and I'll touch up those 2 little smudges. But besides that, magenta is done. Okay, so it's the next day. I just thought I'd come out here and just kind of double check everything went okay. Nothing weird popped up after I left. Went ahead and I took some paint, sprayed it onto like a little piece of plastic, and used that to touch up. So that little ghosting spot right there where we kind of got some pink into the white, that's gone now. and the other little spot that I wasn't happy with. Come over here. Where was it? I gotta remember. Oh, it was like right there. The top of that line was a little rough. So just touch that up. I mean, in general, these lines aren't 100% crisp, but that's just, you know, you're using a vinyl thing, peeling it off. But then again, like I've talked to a bunch of people at the factory, I mean, the way these were painted was they just brought in a cab and they just had a metal sheet that they put against it and sprayed them. So that's why from the factory, these had a pretty blurry line to begin with. So usually these end up in general just a lot more crisp of lines and stuff like that than what they had in the factory. So you could easily find a factory one that is way worse than this. Besides that, yeah, I just got the little X's on there. That's the alignment marks whenever I do black next weekend. So that's next. Okay, so it is now Thursday, and again, my buddy's coming over on Saturday, but I thought I'd go ahead and just, the head I can do real easy by myself. So to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and I came out here, and as you can see, black is done. I mean, this was real simple. I mean, since the whole thing's already masked off and everything, this was, I mean, that just came out perfect. Lined up the little pins where it was supposed to be. As you can see, that one is just magenta over there only. I mean, again, I'll have to do like a couple little, like I'll come back with a fine tip brush and kind of clean up this little edge a little bit there, just, you know, with fine tip paintbrush with some white. But I mean, that's this is satin magenta and satin black from the 2X Rust-Oleum that everybody says to use. But there you go. Here in a couple seconds, it'll be Saturday, probably at lunchtime, and hopefully the cab's done. See ya. Okay, so we're back. It's Saturday morning. We've now got the stencils all done on this. The head is over there pretty much completely done, so to speak. But just kind of going over it, have to put little dabs over the pen marks. I put painter's tape on there just to make sure the edges aren't, you know, gonna bleed through anywhere. Oh, I have to put painter's tape over these X's, so there you go. Doing good, just getting ready to paint that, and then there's the head is all untaped. I did that this morning, so the lock will be replaced, so I just left it in there for now, but there we go. See you in a minute. Well, here we go. The black is done. There is a couple of spots. I mean, I'll have to just go back with a little fine tip pen, not a pen, but a brush, and touch up. But like, for instance, right there's a piece of magenta that popped up. There's a little piece of white right there that popped up. So I'll just need to go over that. But there you go. Looking really good. No big scares, anything like that. Again, the head's over there. Haven't touched it today at all. But I'm gonna let this dry for at least a day, then come back out, do a couple little touch-ups with, you know, fine tip brush, give it a once over. But there you go. Next update will probably be next weekend after I have it in the house and I start putting all the metal work back on it and get that all taken care of. But there she goes. Okay, so what I ended up doing over here was I taped it off and I dropped that black line down a little bit and resprayed the black and got that solid. Then I let that dry, work on other stuff a little bit, and then I came back and I taped it off and I went all the way to back in here and I resprayed that whole white line to give it a crisp, because it was actually, I think it was dropping down a little bit and coming back up. So ended up respraying that thing. As a little joke, that's a piece of fabric tape that I put on there. Kind of fill that in a little bit. I've been touching up the front. It's good to go now. And then one little snafu, this is the biggest problem we had in the whole entire thing. That little piece of vinyl for her inside of her heel, that white, that stayed on the transfer tape. So whenever we painted it, that ended up being a solid black. She didn't really have a heel. It was like a solid black shoe. So I found it, put it back on there, outlined it with the razor blade, took it off, filled it in with white. But since it's on top of black, it's going to take a couple coats. So right now that's just like a base coat of white right there. So that's the only thing really. And then again, little piece of fabric tape on there that he can, you know, I can just pop it right off. You know, it's just kind of a joke. Give her a little nipple. A bunch of people were saying she needed one. So, but there you go. It's all, just realized I left a piece of painter's tape up there on the head, but it's done, man. Besides, like I said, I'll go over that a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and smooth, but it is done. Okay, this is going to be the last video of the cabinet section of this build. I am starting to now put it all back together. It's been brought into the house, as you can see by the mess. And I have a couple coats of wax on it, so that's all going good. This is all just obviously just sitting here, but I had the apron powder coated gloss black, put new decals on it. There's the CPR playfield. And then I have new rails from Iris, I forget. He's on Pennside. If you need rails, let me know. So the reason we got two pieces of plastic over here is because I was just looking at it and sending him a picture. The factory plastics had like a weird purplish look to them, but from the pictures, they were all supposed to be more pink. Then his rails showed up and I was like comparing the purple to the pink and I was like, that's not even close. But if you compare it to new plastics, they match. So this is the hot berry or pop berry. Oh, crap, I can't think of the name. It's like a berry pink is what the rails are. And I mean, you can just see they go good with everything in here. And then on the cab, but even from the factory, they had bright bubblegum pink decals. And then the cab, as you can see, that is actually a magenta. It's just a little bit darker. So, and then we have the head on it now. I just started putting stuff in there, just to kind of get it out of the way. Wipe down all the wiring that's in there because it just kind of had like some fog of you know, like the white. Really, it was just like the white pretty much because I had to get inside, you know, around the tracks and stuff is all white. So wiping the harness all down. The cage has been redone. And you can see there's the side of the cab. Like I said, I will be doing a new lock. I just left it in there for now. So that's done. New rails are installed. Got to use those little spiral nails. Just so you can see as I trip over everything. There's the other side of the cab. Perfect. The head up there looks good. The only thing I'm kind of debating on or changing my mind, from the factory, they had like this dark red, you know, flipper buttons. And I ordered red ones. They might sell dark red, but they showed up and they're a freaking bright red. If you put those in there, I'm not sure I like bright red. So I'm thinking about going probably with white, maybe black, but I'm going to order new buttons. I may get a set of black and a set of white. And whoop-de-doo, maybe use them in a different game that I got laying around. But the next thing to do, got to start working on the coin door, putting it together. But I would say pretty much, besides the coin door, the cabinet is done. Right now, it's just on my table. I'm not worrying about putting legs on it. I got it loaded all the way back here, so the handle's back here, so all the weight is on this. And this is a 1,000-pound cart, so it comes all the way up to like here anyway. It's not going anywhere. Got the metal tray put in back there. You can see the neck is all, can't really see it in there, but the neck's all painted a nice black. Started putting in the new boards, bunch of connectors, need the rectifier. I do have a new one for it. The soundboard, I haven't actually ordered the soundboard for it yet, but that's not a big deal. But it was coming from somewhere else, so it wasn't on my get everything you have to get from Pinball Life, you know, and kind of did one huge order. So that was about it. The cabinet series, I think, is done. Besides, you know, I'll have to go through and clean out all the sockets, start going through that stuff. I've got a couple of the displays already built. I am testing a couple different versions of pink for pink displays. They do have a tiny bit of a purplish hue to them, but they don't look good in pictures or videos. So sorry, but you're just going to have to see the displays in person. I was trying to show them to other people today, and I'm like, these do not look good in pictures. So, but there you go. I was going to say, I also have this piece is done as well. Had that powder coated gloss black, so you know, that goes down in there. So that's done as well. It just doesn't stand up without screws in it, and I'm not doing that till later. So, but there you go. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. That one kind of cut off a little bit quicker than what I thought it would. So right now, if I don't really try to look at it, you can see over here on this is Lost World, but see, that looks purple. It's not that purple in real life, but that's trying out one of the pink displays for the Playboy. So, but besides that, I want to just say this is my first time trying to actually cut and splice multiple videos together, so don't make fun of me too much. But thanks for watching the my first little series here. This will be, you know, probably I'll try to do different videos on the rest of it. Maybe one for the playfield swap. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how to want to separate all that up, but I'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do step by step, and then it'll just kind of be one final video of just playing the game. After the series 2 will just be the playfield swap, and then there'll just be a final playing it video in about a month. So, but there you go. Thanks for watching.